So we are going to dive into some stuff today. So who would like to go first? Just kind of share, what you're working on, what's working, what's not working, and then we'll talk a little bit about how we can get you to the next level. So anyone like to raise their hand? Hi, Victoria. Hi, Andrea. You guys are quiet.
Hey,
So, or do you guys just want me to dial into the training? I just kind of wanted to get an idea. Okay, so let's do this. If you
awesome.
you're new, okay, Anna, thanks.
Yeah, hi. So, I have special needs myself, and I also have a grandson who is autistic. So my main niche right now, I've been with the company for, with the organization for 2 years, and I've been doing just the regular, travel. But my niche right now is actually going to be special needs. So I've taken all the courses that are available, and every time I'm really trying to dive into it. But my question is, I really don't know how to reach out,
Okay.
in a way, because next year, that's all I want to do. It's just special needs. I don't want to what if somebody asks me for a regular travel, and I'll still do that. But my main niche and everything I want to do, it's really that. And I've been reading a lot, and I've joined a lot of groups that are specifically, special needs groups. But I don't know, and I have a new website, that is just special needs separate from my travel one. So
Great.
I'm trying to build that, up. So I just need to know, what else do I need to do? Like I said, I'm full time, and that's all that I want to do.
All righty. All righty. We're going to talk to those things. So you said
Okay.
reaching out is really trying to get that information out to social media, and not just social media, just to those email marketing. We're going to talk about a lot of that today.
Thank you.
All righty. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Anna. Appreciate it. Anyone else? That's okay. We're all here today to learn. All right. So I guess I need to get busy then, right? So, Anna,
Hi, wanted,
hi.
hi. I I I specifically wanted to join for the first time because my mother is she's a permanent individual that's in bed, and she retired so she can travel. And 2 months later, after her retiring, she was bounded to a bed, is unable to get out of bed unless she is picked up by a crane. So this is my main reason, is to be able to see how I can, get her to go and travel the way she truly wanted to before she was bedbound.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good. Anyone else?
May I?
Yes, you can.
um, my goal is to use whatever works best for me. In the past, I have used email as far as contact, not the greatest response, and also even texting. But I have found that, and it is more costly, but direct mail has been a major plus in getting the attention or letting people know of my services, especially aiming at disability special needs. So that is something that I continue to work on. If it doesn't work, I have to be patient because not everything happens overnight.
Right.
And usually, when someone has a letter that's been opened and looked over, it lasts much longer in their presence than an email, and a text can easily be deleted. And normally people will think about it, and then they'll may know someone who has a special need, limitations, physical limitations, and are in need of a vacation. So I never give up. I really try to persevere. That's the key, and consistency. Those are the two that I have to strive and, and maintain to keep going and achieve my goal.
Rebecca, they say that's the key to success, right? Absolutely. Well, thank you for sharing. So we're going to talk a little bit about, you know, I was having a conversation with Deidre and I said, we're winding down to the end of the year, and normally I go into this silent mode. Like I was just sharing you the story of last year and everything happened. And it just seemed like it is because it's the first year of my dad. So I kind of just went into this quiet mode the last couple of weeks, of course, working with the founder and the team. So I'm going to get that new presentation that just was released today. And just looking at how do I want to finish out the year and what do I want to do for next year. And I said, this year I really focused a lot on my nonprofit organization and my traditional travel. And that was from truly understanding my niche in both of those categories. And my nonprofit is not a niche that I need to understand, but it is a lot of other things that I have to do, right? But also, how do I build my brand? So that's what I focused on, building my brand, being a little bit more effective with my marketing strategies. So those are some same things that I decided, the old saying is, why reinvent the wheel if you can duplicate the process? So what I decided for my special disabilities, I want to say to, who was it? Anna, was it Anna that has the new website?
Yes.
Okay, I want to say congratulations because now
Mm.
you're separating your business, and that's what I've done too. So when I think about those type of things, I'm going to duplicate what I did for this year with my traditional business and with my special and with my nonprofit organization. But I'm also going to kind of show you guys some things that I'm doing that you might think about. So the main thing is you got to understand your niche. Special disabilities, special needs travel is a niche. You have to understand your niche. And that means that the unique needs of a special needs traveler. But you also have to identify your target audience. So when I say identify your target audience, I always say you need to work in your backyard, right? You can always Google, or you can always Google your city. You could always ask, how many disability individuals is in your city. The data's there. You just got to research it. So when I say understand your target audience, you got to understand your audience and Google it. Google what you need to know to understand your audience. Well, I know I do the Ability Expo. I'm planning on it again this year, guys, to do it for next year. The challenge that I have now is that our suppliers do not provide brochures anymore.
Mm.
Everything is digital. So imagine me trying to print up color copies of digital information for my suppliers. It's probably going to cost me more money to get brochure information than for me to do the event. But I'm looking at that event. Why not do it, Patrice? Because now I'm going to get I'm going to hit that target market. That target market can fall in underneath autism, Down syndrome, mental. It could fall into a lot of different things. So I'm going to bite the bullet. In the meantime, I'm trying to work with those suppliers that really works with special disability clients. I do have a list of hotels and stuff. We'll talk about that next week. But I really wanted to focus on number one, you need to understand your niche. And when you can understand your niche, and when you know what the unique needs of special needs travelers, and then you can identify your target audience. You're probably saying, wow, Patrice, that's a lot of work. I'm gonna tell you, I sit here every day with these two phones and my laptop. So if I'm on a Zoom, I'm still listening, but I'm still working. All right. So, number one, understand your niche. All right. Number two, building your brand. Building your brand is so important. When I think about, I'm talking about restaurants now, only because it just came to my mind. When I think about Chick-fil-A, they open 6 days a week. They close on Sunday so their employees can rest. They're the number 3 fast food restaurant because of their branding. So you have to build your brand. I have done well this year with special disabilities, Danger Zone Travel, and Divas in Power, and learning how to continue to be successful in building my brand. So when I think about building my brand, I got my 30-second elevator pitch. I don't care where I'm at. I probably rattle all of it into one. It might be about a minute because I'm trying to get everything in right. I'm trying to talk about my nonprofit organization, me as a travel agent, but me as a special disability travel agent. So you want to make sure that you are establishing credibility in the special need industry. So that means you guys need to be getting out to these venture events, right? Even though it probably is the former market or something small, 9 times out of 10 is not going to be a travel agent there. Get yourself out there in that industry and get credibility. Google any of the special disability programs that's in your backyard. Call them. I always use Andrea as an example. She's with Inland Regional. They host events in San Bernardino County, Redlands. They host events all year where I probably can tap into them, but I've been so busy on so many other things, but I'm not going to be busy next year. My goal is I'm going to tap into anything that has something to do with special disabilities because that is where my heart is. I love traditional travel. I book large groups. That's what I do. So that's my niche. I am an event planner. I book big events. I get 2 deals once a year. Boom, I'm done. And then I focus on my nonprofit. So now the same energy that I put into all those other things, I need to put it into my special disabilities. I'm going to tell you, I've been consistent, but I'm not been as consistent as I need to be because there is business out there. So establishing that credibility and establish it locally. Look in your backyard and then look at your county. I live in San Bernardino County, but my headquarters for my nonprofit organization is in LA County. So I play both parts. I utilize both of the counties. I see what's going on. If I can get myself there, pack up, and all you need is a 6-foot table, your tablecloth, and your information. Now, I do have a special needs brochure. I'll locate it for you guys next week. I have a brochure that I use. It need to be updated and I will update it. But right now, it's my first one. I've had it now for 3 years. And wherever I go, you guys, I give them my special needs brochure. I give them my Diva Power brochure, and then I give them my business card. I have all of that stuff stapled together, paper clipped inside the back of my trunk. So whenever I see someone, I'm coming out and I'm giving something, right? Everybody say we need to do that beaming up, but yeah, but when you got multiple businesses, I'm old fashioned. I like to get tangible information and then I get the information. So the goal is establish a credibility in the industry, but I'll say also you need to create a compelling mission and value statement. Mission or vision statement. Each and every one of you should already have that for your traditional business. Now it's time for you to build that brand and build that. And when I look at Anna, building her website, and I got my website, I just moved it to another somebody, girl, whenever somebody called me and said they're gonna give it to me a little bit cheaper. It's still the same thing, to move everything over, then I give them a hard time because I make them do everything that they need to right, right? But I have something there. So you want to make sure that you have your vision, your mission, or your mission and value statement, or your mission and vision statement. It's still the same thing. You want to take your time, and you don't have to have a paragraph, ladies. Just take something that's going to just empower what you love about what you're getting ready to step out and continue doing. Number 3, and I'm going to put this into the page, all right? Number 3, effective marketing strategies. Leverage your social media to your content. Leverage your social media. Everybody's watching. I guarantee you, everybody's watching. I had so many people come out the woodworks for Black Friday. I'm like, where they been? Watching. So you want to leverage social media and connect with your clients. If you don't have clients, that's okay. Because you're going to continue in marketing and branding. You're going to continue in building and leveraging your social media. Not everybody's on social media. So I'm just learning TikTok, man. I'm just learning TikTok, and they get ready to take me off on my Divas TikTok. But I'm learning not to play videos anymore because I got excited about videos. But I post any and everything I possibly can about special disabilities, and especially on my social media pages, right? We talked about this. You want to network. You got to use that strategic marketing piece. Remember I said last year, this time, I was focusing on what I needed to do for Divas of Power and Danger Zone Travel. Exactly what I'm saying to you guys today is everything that I did. I did networking with support groups. You know, you have those healthcare providers out there. You have healthcare providers. You have doctors that work with special disabilities. You can pick up the phone and say, can I just drop a catalog over? I'm a special disability travel agent. I'm a special needs travel agent. I just like to let your clients know that there are services out there that we can provide for them for traveling. You just have to be that advocate. You got to advocate, and you got to showcase you. You have to showcase your business. Let's go back to hitting those vendors events. So go back to knowing who to work with in your backyard. I guarantee you, if you come over here to Chino and Chino Hills, they're gonna say, "Yep, we know Patrice Evans Vance to drive around with that sandals truck that's now residing in Vegas." She's been a foster care advocate for Chino Valley, man, forever. But she's always giving back to the community and finding an event that I can be. And this is a cool piece. When I'm able to go to those events, I have Danger Zone Travel, I have Special Needs, and I have Divas in Power, and I'm talking to all of them. So you got to think about how are you going to showcase your business so you can gain those clients. And for those existing clients you have, you want to do a success story and testimony, but you also want to start in email marketing. I know Rebecca has said she's been consistent. She's doing it. Some days are slower, but she have not stopped. And that's the key. Not stopping. You cannot let anything stop you or gear you in a different direction when you know that special disabilities is where you're supposed to be. And I'm going to tell you, I always get it. Well, why you want to do that? You can make more money in doing what you do on all your big events. You don't have to work hard. There's a difference when it's a passion and it's something you want to do. So we just want to be, more effective in those marketing strategies, right? Put together your marketing goal. It don't have to be a paragraph, you guys. It can be a couple of bullets, 3 bullets. But I always say put that goal together. When you put those goals into place, but see, first you got to affirm it and claim it. And then once you affirm and claim what you want to do, then you can write it and put it in a goal, right? And then you can make it measurable. So I don't want you to go in and take all of this and say, I need 15 bullets. take it, look at it, come up with a couple of bullets and utilize on what you're going to finish off in 2024 and roll into 2025. So let's talk about accessibility communications. This is where I fell short. I have tons of flyers, all of that. But where I missed the boat was I need to design some all-inclusive marketing material. And I didn't. But those are one of my goals. Because when I'm able to put those materials together, and that might be something I'm going to work on so I can be prepared for the other event that's coming up. But I need to make sure when I'm putting this stuff together that I am providing a clear, empathetic for my customer, that I'm going to be providing stuff that I know that they can use. I'm not going to send them to a resort that I know that's not equipped for the things that they need to do or equipped for them to be able to stay there. So I do have a list of all-inclusive that do caters and tailor to accessibilities, both adults and children. And we'll be talking about some of those things coming up, because Deidre and I had said, why don't we look at trying to put together a group? Come up with an event or come up with a travel as a team and see what we can do. So I'm just saying, how many of us on this call today? Is 13, right? So you say us 13 decide, you know what, we're going to do this. Let's come up with what we like to do. And if we bring one family, it's something different, right? You got to think outside the box, but think creative on things to do. So we're going to be looking at some of those things. Number 4, did 4 or 5. Okay, number 5. This is where you really got to get strong at. And some of us might be a little bit nervous, but you got to do collaboration and partnerships with your Chamber of Commerce. I just volunteered this past weekend. Saturday was a tough day because it was the day I laid my dad to rest last year, right? And I'm moping around here, and I said, you know what? I'm going to get out. I'm going to go and collaborate and volunteer some hours with the Chamber of Commerce in the city of Monrovia. I did it. Let me tell you what was so rewarding. I had my special disability pamphlet, I had my Diva Empower pamphlet, and then I had my regular traditional business card. But be able to just have those conversations with people was just like, wow. To be able to have a conversation with the city councilman that just happened to be coming out to support. What it did, it allowed them to really get to know me as a person, right? But now I'm able to do some collaborations because they have nonprofit organizations with special disabilities in the city of Monrovia. And they're like, Patrice, the divas are here. This is where you need to put your work in. Well, I never thought about it like this, you guys. I always thought about, I'm in LA County. I'm just going to focus on LA. But when I realized that my headquarters is right there in a small little town, why not be the best place it can be? There's another travel agency there, is Covina, no, not Covina, Monrovia Travel, but they've been so old school. So now I'm looking to kind of bring the travel stuff in. And then when I could bring the travel stuff in, maybe I could bring sandals and beaches and we could talk about special disability travel, right? And the traditional travel. So this is where you got to think about partner with some of those travel and suppliers offers. I'm really good at this. I am really good at this. And this is what I'm going to do next year. I'm taking the next first 6 months out of the year. I'm going to have Royal come in. I'm going to have Hyatt come in. I'm going to have Virgin come in. Then Sanders come in. Then MFC. And I need to get another land. I don't want to see how that's going to work. I've already spoke with the Chamber of Commerce. We put together the flyer. Guess what? It's going to be tailored to the community, right? They're going to post it. My door's going to be open to share what we do as a travel agent, but also as my nonprofit organization. I'm just saying you need to partner up with those. And I know that you're not supposed to speak with your BDMs. So what I want to suggest to you is you guys are always on the call with me, right? They always say you need to talk to a platinum or your platinum, right? And they always say you got to talk to an FC member. Well, I'm the FC member. I'm the FC member for California. So anybody in California can reach out to Patrice Davis Vance and you can say, hey, I know Patrice because we're on a call every Monday and we talk about special disabilities. She gonna have the better end. And all you gotta do is tell me to talk to Patrice. All I'm saying is if you find a BDM that you want to reach out to, I always tell everybody, just message me and let me know. So if anybody ever say, well, so-and-so and so-and-so was talking to me, I say, I already know, I gave me the approval. All I'm saying is you build those relationships. I built relationships with all of my BDMs, because I've been here for day one, right? So I've been working with them from day one. But when you're able to work with your business development manager, they're gonna help you. I just have to say, Richard Sandoval used to be with Sandoz. He taught me everything about building that relationship, but also them helping you be successful in what you do. So you most definitely want to do that, right? But you also want to make sure, join some professional associations. Find some of those associations that work with special disabilities. One of my programs with my nonprofit organization is special disabilities and special needs. We give back to those children all the time, underserved families. We make sure that we give back to them. So I tie myself back to those type of organizations. So now, oh my God, Patrice is a travel agent and she's a special disability travel agent. Oh, she got a nonprofit organization because they love giving back to people. All I'm saying is that you have to start leveraging and you have to start collaborating with some of those. And even if it's just one, right? Number 6, leveraging technology. Man, using the assertive tools and apps to enhance your travel experience. I use everything with Google. Anything that I want to research when it comes to special disabilities, I always go on Google. Now, I know that some of the suppliers that we work with, I don't think they have apps, but I know they have tools to help us be successful in this to enhance this industry. But a lot of times we're going to be doing a lot of work on our own. We want to have to pull it together, review it, figure it out, dive into it, and make it happen. But also incorporating your platforms and your booking inquiries. So I use TravelJoy. So what I've decided, I am going to upload, I have a list of special disability clients. I was trying to do a newsletter. I was trying to do email marketing. I'm just like, man. So I've decided I'm going to use TravelJoy. I'm going to upload them all in as my clients. And then I'm just going to do a monthly newsletter from there. Boom, they got it. I build the newsletter, talk to it. They're going to get it every month. Yes, I can do constant contact or I can do the others. I just said, look, I'm paying all this money for TravelJoy. I need to make it work for myself. So that's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to go back incorporating my newsletter. I had started a couple of years ago, and life getting away, things happen, you just fall by the wayside and you just don't do it. But you got to most definitely start to enhancing and leveraging your technology and what you're doing. And I'm going to say number 7 is going to be the most important piece. Stay informed and keeping up with ADA. And I really have to say, I have to clap it out to Evo, because this year was the first year that I had ADA underneath the registration team. We have always done registration, but we didn't have an ADA component. So, my mentor, Pamela Tate, she drove that piece. And we're having conversations as we speak because we're getting prepared for convention at the cruising the seas, and those are the things that we're working on. What are we going to have for them when they come to the Queen Mary? How are we going to get them transported from the Queen Mary over to, even though it's just across the streets, over to Carnival? So it's a lot of things, but you want to make sure that you stand up to speed on those guidelines and some of the industry trends. And that's where, I think it was Anna reaching out. This is a deal. When you are marketing, when you are branding, when you're putting that information out there, ADA information is important. Post that on your page. Started thinking about some of the important things for special disability travel. I started posting those things. Even if it's someone else speaking to it, you can always give them credit, right? So you want to just continue and working on those type of things and continue your education and your accessibility, all inclusive. So everyone know that I got my ACC. So I was going to go back to get my master's. I'm still going to go back and get my master's. But someone said, well, you got your ACC. Why worry about your master's? I said, well, I think in my master's, I have to take the accessibility portion of the cruise because I've decided that's what I want to do, guys. I'm still going to big build. I'm still going to do buyouts. I'm still going to do all those things that I do. But right now, I've shifted my mindset on, I just want to do cruises. So the other's going to come, right? Those others are going to come. I am still want to do cruises, but I'm excited because now I can focus on something I love. Why not? I'm doing my first cruises for cause. We're going to Bermuda for 7 days. Yes, it's a Diva Power retreat, but we're going to host a family. Haven't said how many is going to be in that family, but that's where we're going to start. And then that next year, we're just going to make a big one. So all I'm saying is that figure out what your niche is, right? Which we know, but find out what do you want to do? Do you want to do land only? Do you want to do cruises only? Do you want to do both? I'm going to do both when it comes to disabilities. The other piece, traditional, I'm still going to do it, but I'm going to focus on more on the cruise. So if you looked at anything that I put on my page for Black Friday, I think I have three cruises and one land. But we have to start somewhere. So I want you just to make sure that you are continuing your education. And you know what? I think sometimes that the framework that you do on any of your trainings or engagement, you have to make it attainable, right? So when you think about how you want to finish out 2024 and what you're looking to do for 2025, you have to set those goals. But you also have to say, you know what? And this is what I said. I want 5 new clients. I wish I want more, but I said if I had 5 new special needs and special disability clients, what would I do? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to host that event. And I'm going to go and send my money to the Ability Expo. Because not only am I going to get 5, I'm going to get more than 5, right? And I'm going to see if Randy from Royal Caribbean, like he did the first year, if you like to be part of it and get me everything that I need to set up my booth. And that's what you do when you build those relationships with those business development managers and you host an event. They're going to bring you and get you the things that you need. So I just wanted to kind of talk about some of those things to understand it. But you know what? You just got to think about defining those objectives and understanding your audience and developing those tools developing those materials and setting up those tools. And those are going to help you get to where you need to be. Your marketing strategy is so important, and you really have to utilize your social media effectively, and you got to build those relationships, and you just got to continue and getting those testimonies. And kind of what I did on my page, I'm going to go to my page a little bit, you guys, and then we're going to open it up to Q&A. Hold on here. Google Chrome. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm all over the place here. Let me go here. And I'm going to do Facebook for a second. So if you guys do not already have your business page for your special disabilities, you got to get it, right? Let's see here. And kind of what I did, because I have an all-star cheer program, and then I closed it down in 2014. So I'm just going to focus on special disabilities. And that's kind of what I did. But I didn't close my website. I'm sorry, my page, right? So I'm just going to go over here and move some of this stuff. So I still have everything here, right? And I post everything. Well, I haven't posted on this one. This is my post. I got to see. I just got tons of different stuff here, but I'm going to go to the other page. So this is kind of what I do when I do my site. Now, this was Ability Expo, and this one was in New Jersey. This was the New Jersey one. Simple. It's just Divas of Power. They go my special needs cheer team. Here go all my goodies for Norwegian and sandals. Now, I need to get back with my sandals wrap because
Excuse me, Patrice, but
Yeah.
I don't see anything.
Oh, you guys don't see anything? Okay, let me go back. Hold on, ladies. Put this back here, hold on. Okay, thank you. Okay, so this is one that I did in New Jersey. And I always go in with my Divas in Power, right? But this here is my special needs cheer team. There's the reason why I do half of what I do. And I have my boards for, and remember I had to ship all this stuff. It was crazy. So these are my boards from Norwegian. Then I have all my sandals, and I got brochures here, and then our sign up table. And I think it was like 1, 2, 3. Renee, she's an agent from Evo. She was there. Annie Christian came down from New Hampshire, and then I had someone come for me from Cali. And this is what we do. All of those individuals that came to the site, we took the leads and I divided them. So everybody walked away with probably 15, 20 leads to reaching out to them, right? So this here is my site. So what's happening here? Let's see here. Okay. I was going through some old stuff. I got to read. Okay. I knew someone right. So this is my site. These are my babies. These are my babies. So it's everything about them, right? Because it started with these, and this is when I retired, and these are my baby girls. Now they're Special Olympics cheer, and we've been really quiet because I was just saying, life gets in the way, right? But I post. Let's see, does she have anything here? Yeah, I post. So the last post that was on here was the 30th. So I think I post maybe 3 times a week. But we go through. So now what I'm going to do, because what you said, Anna, is reaching out. So now what I'm going to do is this content that I have now, all this is on my business page. So now I can go and I can start posting it and scheduling it on my traditional page. But we post on here. Oh, well, it's like she posts every day. So I'm posting something different. It's tons of stuff together because she puts it all together for me so I can be able to have extra stuff to post. But I am staying engaged. So this was on Disney. So I just scheduled everything. Here we're getting ready for the holidays. So I will be taking some of this stuff here. And now I never really use my personal page. So that's why I'm going to go back to how to reach out, Anna. Now you're going to start using your personal page and making sure that you're posting everything you possibly can, right? So that's there. I do use TikTok on some of my stuff. Let me see. Is this going to take me? And this is my website. And I've had this for a minute. So I changed up my colors because I moved over to another provider. And I'm just trying to keep, yes, all my stuff here. Facebook, Google here. I didn't get in contact with me. Yeah, I just kind of let them know who are. I love that there so they can see it, right? It looks a little big, but. And then this is just my little kiosk of. Yeah, and then we go down here, we just talk about my services, the gallery. Those are my babies. Yeah, those are my babies. And this is the write-up that we got from Inland Regional. And just kind of talk about some of the tips for traveling with disabilities. And it's another thing, some days when I don't have nothing to post, I'll go on my website and find stuff, right? So you have tips for traveling with disabilities, piece here, that's planning. Okay, medication, traveling to the different Disney locations. So I'm going to be posting that I'm going to be looking for. I hope that they got this together. Okay. So they want to join my team. It just kind of brings them here. And it'll just take them to here. And I will get the information, right? So the exciting piece is I always write who my partners are. I'll be adding some new ones to here. So CCAP, Artisan of the Seas, Family Travel Association, Ability Expo, Special Needs, Sandals Beaches. And I just need to add Carnival because I'm getting ready to start doing some things with Carnival, more on the nonprofit aspect, but still working with special disabilities. So there's so many different things that you can do. You can put your services there, special needs, everything's in place, your gallery. So I didn't go real fancy like I have with my Danger Zone website, but this here is softer. I used to have like the siren, and I told him, I says, well, I think I want to make my colors more in line with my new logo, right? So I got my new logo. We just could talk about what they need to do to plan ahead. So, going back to, I've done this piece, but I haven't really dived in to that collaboration piece. So I'm just saying that, you guys, it can be done. It can be done on Canva. And let me just go back here. So now my goal is I need to really push and get more followers, right? And I'm not looking for travel agents, so don't take it personal. For you guys, absolutely, absolutely. but I'm looking for those clients, right? I'm looking for the collaboration companies. I'm looking for who else I can get to follow me, right? I haven't really been doing the follow thing. I haven't really been doing likes. So right now I got 800 followers. I got 809 likes. Okay, that's great. But probably half of them are travel agents. So I just wanted to start marketing and doing a little bit more to this. And I'm hoping that I can be able to use my website to just to start, driving some of that stuff. But I'm going to stop sharing. Hey, Stephanie.
Hi, Patrice. I have a
Hello.
question.
Sure.
Um, with your cheerleaders, do you go, I know you work a lot in the community, and do you go around advertising, you're looking for special need cheerleaders, or how do you
Well,
go about?
the past, I owned my, and I still own it. I keep saying I
Okay.
own. I had an all-star program. And in 2014, my daughter Dana, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this as a special disability parent, they put up with my child because they worked for me.
Mm,
And I decided to no longer do it. No one wanted to take her with them to any other programs. So I
mm,
said, that's okay. Guess what mommy's going to do? You're going to cheer, and we're going
mm,
to still be explosive, and you're still going to be dazzled, and we're going to find us a coach, and we're going to continue to do what we do. So I already had those group of girls as part of my program, but I also had my special disability program in the city of Chino because my
okay.
gym was in Chino. So I
Mm,
was a feeder off of the city, and then the school district. There go Patrice Evans man. Did you know that she have a special needs cheer team? So we made that, and then when we did the 2015 Olympics, the
mhm.
Olympics contacted me, and we became Special Olympics cheerleaders. So,
Wow.
but
Okay.
we are in talks of looking to bring them out of retirement because we had a couple that took ill last year. So yeah, we are talking. I haven't committed, but
Mhm,
yes. And normally what we do is when I do host events, I always have a sign up sheet for those that are interested that wants to sign up.
mm.
Yeah.
Okay. And the reason why I was asking my granddaughter, who is Down syndrome, she's a cheerleader at her school.
Is
So
she?
yes, and they're very good. And that's what I was. How did you start at a school or did you go to a
No,
park? Okay.
no. I own my own company. I've had a cheer gym. I had 17s. We had a world's team. So we
Oh,
started, yeah,
okay.
yeah. But
Okay.
you know what?
Thank you.
We can talk offline.
Okay. Thank
No
you.
problem. You're welcome. Anyone else? So this is what I'm going to do. I am going to drop everything that I've shared with you guys inside the special needs group. I want you guys to take it and I want you to copy it. And I want you just to sit when you have some quiet time. And I know you probably say, I don't have no quiet time. I'm going to tell you, man, I'm always moving. But I can tell you for the last couple of weeks, I've been quiet because I really, when it's quiet, I can really, really think about the things I need to do. And it's a crazy piece. It's not really quiet because somebody decided to run their car into my house in Las Vegas. I'm dealing with that, trying to get that repaired. But I'm just going to tell you, it's been keeping me busy on the things that I want to do for special disabilities. Really, 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 really. And that's where I want to really focus and brand, right? So I want to tell you guys a couple of things. Get your business cards. Now, my business card have a little bit of everything on it. I have everything on that one card. I have my CTAP on there. I have my little vendors on. I have everything on that little card. Same as my postcard flyer. Same as my uprights. I got uprights and I got little uprights. Everything is on there. Get your business cards, redo them, and make sure you have a side of your traditional and side of your special disabilities. Or like me, I have Miss Body Soul Entertainment, and then I have everything group special needs. So it just all depends on how you sketch it out, but add that to your list. And you need to carry those everywhere you go. Everybody keeps saying that beam up stuff. I get it. Everybody keeps saying that pop stuff. I get it. But ladies, we meet so many people. And a city councilman is not gonna have a pop-up. City councilman is not gonna have a beam up, right? He's like, where's your card? And here's my number. So make that one of your action items to do. Revamp your business card where you have both of your businesses on your card. I will post what mine's look like. You guys gonna be saying, oh my God, Patrice got so much on there. But I'm gonna tell you, when people look at it, I even got the little logo for Divas in Power on it. Now I have a separate card for Divas in Power, but my logo's on there because people are like, well, what does DIP stand for? It's a conversation piece. So when you're giving out that card and you're having that 30-second conversation piece and they got your card and this is what I do, because I am so bad with this. I go in my notes section. Can I have your name and number, please? I have a notes section saying, where'd I have it? Meeting people. So anybody that I meet, because sometimes they're in a hurry. Sometimes they don't want to do pop-up. So I was like, so what is your name and your phone number? And I have it. And then I just do a follow-up. But you guys need to get out there. You know, put your plan in place. You know, you can always reach out to me. All you gotta do is message me. All you do is message me and I'll be able to help you guys. So I want to go through some of these messages here. Well, there is another training that you can qualify for, that you can take. Now, if you've been in the company more than 3 months, you most definitely can take it, and you have to go onto Sandals. And when you go onto Sandals, go underneath Peaches, they should have their promotion, and I think it might end at the end of the month on the 31st. You can take the IBCESS training. That's for autism. But I use that for everything. It's regular $150. It's $75 to take, right? Now, if you have your I attend card, I'm going to step out on my faith, you guys. I'm scared because I don't know what it's going to take, but they do have an accessibility program that you can take if you're an I attend card holder. I have Googled, there are others that's out there, but I like to take those that are accredited that would tie back to what we do. So go and look at that one for Sandals. I know that travel, no, take that back. They don't. You have to update and put your profile information. But Clea does. I'm getting ready to take that one. It's $159. I was trying to hope that was going to be one of my free ones. It's $159 to take that one for accessibility for cruises. And then the ABC, but no, there really is not. And that is the reason why we try to pull as much as information that we could with the team to ensure that we can at least give you guys the pointers to continue to get started. We're not specialists in this. We're learning just like you're learning, but we know where to go look for the information and we know what to put together to get to you guys. So again, I think Deidre and I have said, if there's any trainings, anything you guys need us to do, you can always inbox us or you can drop it into special disabilities. And I think someone asked me about the special disabilities real quick, and then we will Got a couple of minutes here. Hold on. Let me just delete that up. Hold on here. Mm. Okay, so this is the group here.
Excuse me, Patrice, we can't see.
And okay, let me go back here. You know, they have done so many updates with Zoom. Normally, when you switch over, and as long as you're still on share, you'll be good. Okay. So this here is the, hold on, guys. So this here is the page for the special disabilities. So we're going to be adding to this page. I am behind in my YouTube channel stuff. So I'm going to be working on that, getting all that stuff uploaded. But this is where we are. And if you have, once you register, and if you have any questions, you can always type and somebody's going to answer. But you know what? Drop in there on the things that you guys like for us to do. I will be posting this for you guys. And I just have to say thank you for getting on with me today. If you have any questions, anything that you need, you can always inbox me and I'll be more than happy to get back with you ladies. So we have any questions or any comments? Let's see here. All righty. So if we don't have any questions, any comments, lady, thank you. I'll be seeing you guys soon. Also, get on our